Yo, what's up, everybody? Just getting the link out real quick. Then we're gonna get it started, even though I'm pretty late. But yeah, man, let's get this shit going, y'all. All right, getting the dashboard set up. What's up, Hexamore? Welcome to the chat. What up, Ryan? Welcome, Brian. Got Ryan and Brian up in this bitch, but Brian was first. What's up, Willow? Yo, what up, Dennis? All the way from Uganda. Thank you for vibing with me. We got Penny in the house as well. All right, y'all, let's just jump into it. What's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? Hello out there, internet land. This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Beast, the DJ/producer, coming back again with another live stream about some Zen World content, man. As you already know, dude, this is not financial advice. This is just me venting. Let me turn this music down. This is just me venting about different strategies that I find interesting in the ecosystem of the Zen network token. Hope everybody's having a good day today, man. It's Thursday, May 25th, 2023, and let's talk about it, man. Let's get straight into it. Let's get into it, man. Like I said, hey, welcome to the show. If you watch this in the future, I would say my recommended settings for viewing is 1.2, 1.5 if you can handle it. But yeah, speed it up a little bit. A lot of information here, and I would like for you to take it all in. And yeah, if you want to listen to it slow, I'm not a hater. Do your thing. But first things first, man, we have a pump going on in DXN. What's going on with my screen? Let's get this together. Come on. We got a pump happening right now in DXN. I am kind of feeling like I need to do something live on the air. Gas is pretty high. But yeah, what's going on here? So if you've been following the channel, I've been eyeballing some lower lows down here, possibly $6 to $7. It does look like we've created a certain bottom down here, but I'm not 100% sold just yet. This is a crazy blow off top candle here, guys. Like, these are the things you don't want to see. You don't want to see the insta dump, right? That turns this area into more of a resistance area than it does actually turn it into support. So I did do a little bit of investigation. I did notice that this particular wallet here did a lot of buying of DBZen yesterday. Oh, let me click right there. No, wait, go back. Or this morning, and they pretty much pumped the price. They staked it all though, which is phenomenal. Now, this is the type of things we want to see with DXN price, right? We want to see people buying it in bulk and staking it. Now, the question is will they stay, right? Will they stay staked? You'll see this wallet just came in, started to buy, and started to stake, but they're still, they're playing the game. I see they had a stake 2 days ago, then unstaked 14 hours ago, then instantly dumped it, just for them to an hour ago buy back coins, right? And provide the stake. So this is exactly how the vehicle should go. But looking at it from this view, I'm a little bearish because that means that we're still changing hands. and there needs to be a reason for us to just rocket ship, and we don't have that just yet. I went and looked at the Telegram. That's kind of why I'm late right now, because I'm like, man, I need to get up to speed. Like, what the fuck? Yo, David with the 5. We got thanks for pulling up. Thank you. Got Dr. D Ray with the super sticker. I like that sticker though. Wow. My guy Blue Bison, wiggity wiggity wiggity. Yo, thanks for pulling up to the stream, dude. DXM seems strong today, says David. Hexamore goes, no DXN dumpers yesterday. So far, none this AM, but price is up. I think the burn and sellers will be back. It's a new type of cycle. Watch and play. What's up, Kelly? Thanks for pulling up. Hexamore, you got a good idea there, man. I'm still a little bearish. Just a little bearish. Looking at DXN's Twitter, I was hoping I seen some shit like, wow, they're coming out with DB's NFTs. Like, it's coming out, right? Let me get caffeinated. But we're still not there yet. So this pump that just happened was a bunch of people buying liquidity to stake. And that's the type of stuff we want to see. But now let's get into the realistic side of things. All right. So in the real world, there was actually not that much of a reason for the pump to happen. I was like ecstatic. I expected to come over here and see that the curd fees from yesterday were going to be somewhere a lot higher. But we still didn't break past 30, and we hit a 26 ETH fee level. So these are the type of things you don't really want to see. Even though the burn is up, right? The burn is up, but the fees are down. So this is the yin and yang that it still kind of has me feeling like this. I mean, I need to make the move before you do. So like this is the feeling where I'm like, maybe I need to unstake a little bit of DXN and keep chiseling down, um, just because I don't want to get caught holding the bag. Like we're still in a cycle of supply and demand. So I still feel like if we're gonna rip and we're gonna have a successful like liftoff, um, it needs to be a catalyst event for how low we are right now. And that catalyst event for me, I feel like, is gonna be DB's NFTs after a couple of days. Like I don't think it's gonna be the first day of DB's NFTs, because again, the DXN is gonna power up the NFT, but on the first couple of days, everybody's gonna have similar power. You won't really need your DXN, when it releases. So there's still a sell the news event, and again, there's still a lot of opportunity for downside. Looking at this prediction I have here, just like of June 13th being a better opportunity, a middle of June, for us to get some sort of activity, because we could definitely come down and keep trading sideways. Again, the reason for this is because on my data, right, I started a new data sheet because we're in a new month. So I'm gonna just keep tracking DXN monthly. Like I'm gonna just say, what coins do I have and how are they producing? So currently, in the last 3 days of my new month, I've lessened my bag. So before I actually had 324 DXN, and you'll see on the last day of my of the last day of my sheet, it happened to be a really good data day. We only had 23 Ethereum that entered the pool. I had 324 tokens, and I got 0.15 ETH from this payout. So you see, though, the month was amazing, man. That's why I'm still bullish on DXN as a program, as a protocol. I could totally see when this thing takes off, like it's like everybody that's here right now, us being the critical thinkers that are really putting in, the foot in the pudding to make sure that this shit is the best. We are going to probably reap the most benefits because we're here right now to grab up the most coins at the lowest prices, right? Because the theory should switch eventually to what you were saying, Hex and more. We should eventually switch to DBZen being a burn protocol all day, where people are fighting. I would say like it's a fight pit every single day. People are fighting for any piece of DBZen they can get. Realistically, that reality is when there's more Zen available, right? Like when there's actually Zen on the market, and we can see right now this is not when Zen is printing. Actually, there's no Zen coming out, and that's just based to time, weight, and scenario. Now, just again, like seeing this right here, everything was decreasing. You need a lot of tokens, but the price is going down. So you could keep inquiring DBs in right on the way down, but technically you're just buying into a red candle, a giant red candle that's actually very visible if you switch over to the weekly. Um, so right now on this week, we are catching something that could be a bottom, but again, like I was saying, it would be nice to see this week close red. I mean green. That would kind of be like my signal for sure. Because there's another scenario here where the buyers do pump the lobby, right? And what I mean by that is that there's so many people that buy because there is a sentiment out there where people are not wanting to burn and they just want to buy and hold, for the future. So, they can control the price here too because they could just keep buying up the lobbies every single day, and just like take the price to wherever they want it to go. So, what I would like to see is this candle on the weekly close green. So, close above. $12. So like let's say we end the week above $12. I would start to get pretty bullish going into next week, knowing that we're getting closer and closer to a DBZN FT world, because that would change the sentiment. That would make me feel like, okay, people are inquiring this token for the next move. They're not, like the burners don't really matter. But right now, just because I'm running the data, it doesn't really make sense to really buy a bunch and stake it because you're not making a lot of cheddar, right? You're spending a lot of money and you're not going to make a lot of cheddar. So it makes me wonder, right? Like this person who's doing this, are they just getting in the pool because they're like, I'm going to hold the coins this time? Or are they going to do the same thing that they've been doing, which is stake it and then unstake it, right? And if that's the case, they're going to sell it, and we're going to continue the motions to the downside. And I'm okay with that because I would like some cheaper DXN, right? Like that's the only reason I'm holding my coins because I'm like, yo, I might as well just stay parked. I sold the things I made. How do you say like these were so the ones that I got from a reward, I sold because I was actually plus positive on my whole burn experience. Because when you look here, I have a burn dog, and I burned um, this much this much Zen for DB Zen. So I burned 470 million Zen for DB Zen throughout this month of April, right? And I spent, and this is crazy too because like the Zen at the time I had it all, so I didn't have to buy it. It was all just being spent. How do you say in gas? So my gas costs, I was getting covered by all of um, the rewards. So like this was crazy because like I basically was just burning Zen, and I made 100% profit back of everything in this experience of burning. And then this is my buy, where now I'm like, okay, yeah, I've bought in quite a bit of DXN, and now my DXN purchased is in the red hard. So it's cool to still get the protocol fee, but knowing that I'm in the red, that's what makes me feel like I want to see the divs come back. And if the divs don't come back, then as a buyer, there's no reason to hold these coins, right? So I'm not bearish in all or thinking DBZN is over at all, but I am being very critical about this lobby, and there's nobody burning, right? The burners, I wish I had a photo from yesterday. The burners are not here right now, okay? The burners are actually on Avalanche. Yo, Avalanche DBZN is going crazy. So DBZN is epic on all different types of the spectrum, but I know Ethereum DBZN will be one of the most important because it's connected to ETH, right? And it's just the sentiment, like it's on the legacy chain. So more likely for it to, what's up, Cashew? More likely for it to be successful over there, right? More than it would be anywhere else. But this is crypto, and these things are building out now. So looking at this chart, this is the shit we want to see on ETH. Look at the burners over here, man. Look at this burn chart. Look at this. All right, here, let me see if I could bring up the ETH one side by side. And this is what I'm trying to build a perspective of understanding. The burners are on the other networks right now. They're not on ETH. So since they're not there, it makes me bearish on the idea because I'm like, all right, when's everybody come back to Ethereum? Oh, they'll come back when they have the Zen. But a bunch of Zenians, like what? If you're watching this and you've been watching me since February, what have we been doing? We've been on all the chains, right? And now everybody's done their 30-day, 60-day claim and 100-day claim, 200-day claim, and we're coming up on those claims, and people are putting them in areas that they want to put them. So this one was pretty crazy yesterday. The burn yesterday was wild on AZN. Over 57 AVAX went into the pool, and this is super low for this because, again, the restriction on AZN created this cool restriction on DBZN because now anybody who got in early because they decided to mint over there, we have a bunch of coins and we're staying staked and we're not providing liquidity, which means that we get all of the coins entering the lobby. And it's an amazing moment right now because really DXN is so decentralized and trusted that the community is just like Phoenix. Like we control who can stake. And right now on DBs and Ethereum, the whales are in the lobby and they're dumping the price down. So the only way I could see this really rebounding naturally is one, more ETH is coming in the contract, so it's easy to pump, or the price runs. And that's what I'm very curious. Are we going to get that price run? We got Dutchland in the house. What's up, bro? We got here. DXN chart seems like DXN chart seems like second to May 10th, then continues down. Oh, you mean like from the 10th? Here, let's look here. This just been down since the 10th. Yeah. Since the 10th, it's been down. It's funny too because somebody actually called this, and what's funny is this is when Zen started to go down. So Zen had a dip at the same time this dip happened. And Zen controls the vibes here, right? So if we're looking at Zen, because cheaper Zen means I can get cheaper DXN. So yeah, and Zen's doing exactly what we were talking about. It's going down, which is going to pull down the ecosystem because it starts with Zen. And if people don't understand the Zen, then they're definitely not going to understand DB Zen to burn. And that's why I'm like, yo, where are the people at? Like, where they at, bro? Where they at, yo? Oh, they on AVAX. Going dumb over here. Let's look at the divs. Wow. Is that real? So I got one AVAX yesterday. I mean, granted, AVAX is only $14 right now, but this is why I'm building, because when AVAX goes back to $127 and everybody's like throwing the AVAX around, I want to make sure I get my slice of the pie. So we're tracking AVAX too. So we're up to 12 AVAX in the last month. So 1222 here. Let's just go to CoinMarketCap and see what that's cooking. Let's see what that's cooking. Scam, Zen Doge. 0.4 ETH on 1 month for 324 DXN. Man, I must. Yeah, man. I mean, but that was the cycle. So that's why right now I'm like, are we on a down cycle? Because if so, then really the trade wouldn't be in the lobby. The trade would be with the coins. It'd be providing liquidity. It'd be DB's NFTs. And I think DB's NFTs can steal a lot of thunder from this lobby again, because people are going to have to choose up where they put their native. If they don't have enough native to do both games, which we can definitely see, then they'll only be playing the DB's NFT game because they don't even got the Zen. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, all right, this might be a park and play, but we got to wait for it to bottom before we really try to park up. You feel me? So what we really could do, though, is park on other chains like AVAX or park on Matic, you know, because it's cheaper fees. There's a shit ton of Zen over there, and it's not hard to burn it, right? And that's what it is. Like, that's at least where my sentiment is now. So in the last days here, I've gotten 12. I made $171 on AVAX, just chilling in the pool with some Zen that I created because I was one of the first people that was minting over there. So like I just made a bunch of Zen and had the AVAX to pair and burn. You feel me? So I didn't do anything special. I just did the first mover's advantage, and I'm not gonna sell my coins because it makes no sense for me to try to exit, right? Like I could try to exit with my coins, but they're gonna print me 12 AVAX in a month, right? We're very close to the month here. We are da 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 22 days, into my month. So for the last 22 days, I've made $171. Like I can't be mad at that shit, dude. This is crazy. And I'm waiting for it to get back to Ethereum. So I'm not worried. I really want to see Zen find a bottom so we can turn around because that's what's happening. Since Zen isn't finding a bottom right now, and it's still going lower, it's going to drag everything down. It's going to drag down DB Zen because people want to get cheaper Zen to burn for the lobbies to get more for their buck. Because right now, if they're buying the Zen and then they're burning it and then Zen is cheaper, then why wouldn't they just wait until it's cheaper so they can buy the most? Like you got to think like the real supply and demand players, okay? So it's cool though that it's all a pump because again, can the sellers or can the buyers pump DXN? I think it's stupid really to be like, let's buy this coin up when there's no bans coming into the lobby. Like it's just gonna force people out and they're gonna get the worst taste in their mouth. So like I'm gonna be with the other folk, you feel me? I'm sorry guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be with the people who are like, we're taking the ship down, we're gonna build our bottom, and everybody's gonna beg to mercy to the whales. Hmm. The chart says it all, says Midnight. Too much down. Too much down in Zen. Looks like it looks a scam. We're gonna work on our grammar there, Remy. Tree City West. Have you ever switched to wrap ETH pair instead of looking at USD? It reflects. Yeah, yeah, I use that sometimes too. Um, what I'm really using though is this one. I'm using the Zen chart. This is my favorite on all Zen related things. So you see, this is actually pumping against Zen right now, which is great. You can get more Zen for your DXN. And this is good for DXN holders because if people are going to continue to pump it in USDC, they're going to pump it in the amount of Zen you can get. And if Zen keeps going down, then you're going to get even more Zen. And that's kind of why I'm like, let's pump it, man. Looks like what is this? 11 million to 1 is the ceiling. Yeah, 11 million to 1 is the ceiling. And what's that from here? Let's see. Boo doo boo 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 boo. What is that from here? Yeah, that's a nice gain. That's a 70% gain from this bottom if you been holding your DXN, and that's another 30% because we're 40% on the way up. And why not, man? Why wouldn't I turn my DXN into Zen because nobody's burning it, collecting more Zen on the way down, waiting for everybody to come back? It's just too many scenarios, but that's the scenario I'm feeling right now. And I've been looking at the Zen wave because you'll see there's a specific point of resistance. So this right here, this is May 10th. So we actually were breaking out, doing the same thing we're doing now from a bottom that we just doubled on. We did the same thing, came up, got rejected, came down. So now we're stepping back up to this region. And when we can, get back, like when was this made? April 10th. So let's go and look at DXN and USDT or USD and see what it was April 10th. Because that's a good relationship tool so that you can see what is in relation to those that are looking, right? Like you're in it to win it. So you're trying to find the best play. But there's people who are just looking in, and I know you motherfuckers are out there because I keep asking people, well, when do you have $1,000 for DXN? And everybody goes, oh, and it's like $7, right? Everybody got $1,000 at $7, but they ain't got $1,000 at 14. That's the question you got to ask yourself. Why is it that way? Why do people have $1,000 over here but not over there? So we go back to April 10th. That's right here, April 10th. We're at this dip level actually. So we already blew past the top when they created the other chart. So we blew past the top, but we were at $82 What was Zen at on April 10th? Let's see. Because then that would be actually a crazy yin yang metric we're figuring out right now. Because if Zen is pumping and it caused DXN to dump, then that's a key indicator that people will be selling DXN back into Zen when Zen pumps. And it makes more sense for, yeah, that would make sense for it to run right now because once Zen starts to pump again, people will start selling their DXN and rotating back into the Zen. And we need Zen to catch a floor. But what's going on in Zen world, right? Like, people still don't understand Phoenix. People aren't buying it. People who are minting it are dumping it, you know? So I want to see this shit get oversold, actually. I want to see people sell it down. Fuck it then. We're right here in the middle on RSI. We might as well sell it down. And that's again why at least I'm just bearish right now. I'm just like, yo, it's not the time. I think the time really is going to come in a little bit. Like we're almost there, right? We're almost to the end of the month. Everything is almost in our favor, but we just need to keep hodling and everything will play out because the whales will exhaust themselves on their own. They're showing so much exhaustion that they're barely keeping this shit alive. Like they had to pump DXN right now to bait people in. You know, that's a bait. DXN going up right now is a bait when you start looking at all this shit because it's like it doesn't make any sense. So April 10th. Yeah. This is mid pump. We are right here. Yeah. So you see on April 10th, Zen is pumping while DXN is essentially dumping to a new high. When did this dump? To the 24th. So let's go back to DXN world. Let's go back to the Zen chart. This is critical thinking, guys. Yo, what's up, Optimus Prime? Gang. I love the content, bruh. Could you go a little bit into the Zen creation? Creations are slowing down because I don't really see how people mint less Zen over time. Oh, well, the thing I'm really talking about is the amount of time that someone puts behind the mint. So you can do like 100 days, you could do 200 days. The concept though is to max mint so that, you know, because eventually since everyone's max minting, there's going to be a moment where like everybody got Zen. Like even the creator himself, right? Jack Levin says like, I ain't got no fucking Zen, which is true. Nobody really has Zen right now because all of our Zen is in the future. It's not today. So technically, this is like the most fair shit ever, where you can see people even exhausted with coins. Because what they should be doing is pumping Zen, right? But no one's doing that, and there's a reason for that because they feel like it's gonna go lower because the people who would pump it are the minters, and we're minting that shit. We're gonna get for free, so why the fuck would I pump it? There needs to be some outside forces that come in and pump it, or there needs to be a DApp that pumps it. People don't understand Phoenix, but I do have a feeling that Phoenix, well, that's just it. I feel like Phoenix is growing. So I have a feeling that a lot of that Zen that would enter DB Zen right now is entering Phoenix. And that's how I'm feeling about AZen. AZen is pumping right now because Phoenix comes out this Saturday. So that means that everybody has Zen over there right now. Let's actually look at it. AZen's pumping hard, man. This is crazy. There's like the unique users are popping up. If you've been following the channel, we're talking about how this is something, a big metric you need to look at, because if you're going to start going down the DB Zen rabbit hole, the last thing you want to do is land on a phantom chain, such as like OKX. So you go to OKX, you'll see that the unique minters is extremely lower. Yo, what's up? We got, I want to say Jacob. I want to say the name without the J. Jacob. There it is. Jacob. We got Jacob in the house. But you see right here, 213 unique miners on the OKX chain. So you don't want to really be over here. You want to be where the people are. Let's go to Matic. And that's kind of where I'm at with it now. Like, going back to your question there, Mr. Drums, like, people are planting Zen in certain areas. And that now, because of the way that organically this has happened, where everyone's like sporadically thrown their Uno cards all over the table, and now they are picking them up all over the place. It's on every chain. Every chain is having its reaction of Zen. Polygon is still having a crazy reaction because people mint it there all the time. And now you'll see They have 1,000 unique mentors over there, and they don't have any Zen going in because all the people over here are so attracted to trading the Zen. I'm just the most confusing thing. That's why I'm bullish on Zen Shiba, because finally there's a reason for these people to burn their Zen. You would think people would just keep burning it in DB Zen. That's why I'm like, man, DB Zen is such an opportunity for somebody who, and yo, what's with 59 people here? You guys are getting the fucking alpha, because this is what I'm saying. Like, this is how you find the opportunity. You don't go and do AVAX right now unless you got the AVAX that you minted for free, right? But nobody went and minted AZEN or MZEN because they're 400 days out. But you go and look at the MZEN price, and it's a giveaway. Like, yeah, maybe if I have some capital and I don't want to be in a shit coin, I should just go and get into the shit coins of the Zen ecosystem. Let me go get into a shit coin over here, right? So looking at Matic, let's switch up the liquidity. Matic has $68,000 in liquidity. This shit don't make no sense why it's not popping. But what it is like I was saying, there's people trading it because they don't understand that this shit is for burning. You don't trade this shit, you burn this shit. Like wait until AVAX clicks, man. Then every other chain will get it. You burn this shit. If it's on Ethereum, you burn it. You do not hold it. You mint it. You burn it. I'm just gonna keep it real. You mint it, you burn it, and then that's why we're having cycles, because some people have organically, the community has created this facade that it's not like that, but that's exactly what it is, dude. You mint it, you burn it, and look at AZEN. So AZEN is bleeding hard right now, but it's starting to catch a tiny bottom, right? Because people are starting to buy it because of the speculation of new things. And then the people who are minting it are burning it, so they're not providing liquidity. And that's trapping everybody inside the vehicle, causing these dApps to be the amplified version of the AZEN. And then now I'm getting AVAX back for burning AZEN. Like, this is mad. More and more people need to enter these lobbies, but they don't understand it yet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still being patient, because I know when it clicks, it's gonna be game over. And those that understand and can hear me out, right? They can understand that, yo, maybe I just need to stay here a little bit longer and wait for the people to understand. We're all gonna be crazy rewarded. Like, we're gonna be so rewarded from chilling and waiting for all of the folks to show up. Because AZEN is a crazy opportunity. MZEN is too, like I was saying, like, it's crazy to me to think that, like, it's so cheap on the market, there's so much liquidity, but no one's buying it to burn it. Like, it's right in front of you. One day though, people are gonna be like, damn, they really had just the Zen sitting on the decks. Like, I can't wait till the future, bro. I mean, I'm already there, but like, when I rewatch this video in like 2028 or some dumb shit, it's like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. They really just left the Zen on the decks. Thought they was trying to trade the Zen. The Zen was for burning. I knew it too. My problem with Phoenix is I feel like I'm too late, and there's too much game theory, size, time, entry. Humphreys, Humphreys, you cannot be late to Phoenix. It's physically impossible to be late to Phoenix. Now, right now, you can become late because the share rate is about to change on Ethereum, but you can't be late because the share rate will only ratchet up when the reward pools end. And the reward pools are every 13 weeks. They're timed. You'll know when it happens, and you'll be able to, how do you say, time a stake around that to make ROI. So like here, I'll show you what I mean. Phoenix is so simple. But the problem is again, people don't understand it, and that's why it's funny to me. It's like literally hilarious at this point, because I'm waiting to burn. I just got some Zen, so I'm gonna burn it very soon. How am I trying to explain this? Basically, watching the reward pool. So I want to enter in the reward pool because that's going to be the smartest way to do this. Because I burn the Zen, and I add a copy to the reward pool for myself, and I don't have to buy it from the deck. So I get two for one. So it's still better to burn for Phoenix if you have Zen than it is to buy it. If you don't have any Zen, it's better to buy it because you're going to be getting that extra reward from that person that left it on the decks. That's how the game works. They're selling it, they're leaving their rewards on the decks, If they're staking it, they're picking up their extra reward. Simple game. Now this game is gonna end, or the first reward pool is gonna end June 3rd. So in 9 days, and you can get to this by hitting the reward button tab up here. So in 9 days, this shit is gonna end. You know what? Man, gas is so fucking high. Let's see what it's like to burn in this environment. Because I do have some Zen. I got some Zen that came out yesterday. I could sell it for $400 in profit, but I'm so into Zen and I understand that Zen is for burning that I would rather burn it for Phoenix. Am I making a stupid play? Maybe. Should I take the $400? Maybe. You know, and that's what's so crazy. Actually, we could. Oh yeah, let's look at that trade too, because that shit's crazy. Oh, I have to approve. Wow. So you have to approve your Phoenix first. So I have this much Zen that I just minted. Let's see what it's looking like. Whenever I'm doing Phoenix, I'm specifically approving every single time. Just for security reasons. I know like you might be like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna do unlimited burns, but you never know when somebody can get your shit. So at least if you set yourself up for verifying all the time, you kind of protect yourself from everything. So $6. I don't think it's gonna cost that much to burn. This isn't the time to burn though, Brandon. You're fucking tripping. I always want to do things on live, but yeah, gas is at 82, and this is something that has been straight up very low, and then when the world wakes up, America's online, it goes up, it go bumping. So realistically, we're back to that days where here we can see it here, view the chart. You see the best gas times is going to be in the evening. See, the lower gas is always going to be in the evening, early mornings. Anytime in the midday, which we are right now, 12, 1, 2, that's when you're going to see the most vicious purple. So really right now, this would be kind of stupid for me to do, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I need to burn this because it's burning a hole in my pocket. Here, we'll see right here. Let's go to my wallet real quick. Crypto, bro. Let's show you the flex. I'm flexing. But yeah, I just got some Zen, and that's what I mean, man. I'm in the actual, he said burns in live for Phoenix. I should just pay the gas, right? Fuck him. Should I do it? Should I do it? We just saw that it's the dumbest thing I can do. Being critical right now. I think another crypto bro T that's gonna pop off is one that just says critical across it. Like, I'm trying to be as critical of a thinker this time around this bull market, man. I'm running the bag up. I'm not gonna be on the other side of things. I'm honing in on those things that are gonna really drive it home. I'm not the YouTuber you want to follow if you're looking for the 10,000x. I'm the person you want to follow if you want to understand that shit, and why it's 10,000x's and why people want to involve themselves in it, right? That's the type of shit I'm following, and I stick really, really close to it because it's easy. Now, look in here, right? Like I did this yesterday. I got it for 33 Gwei. It's 15 wallets, okay, for 42 bucks. Crazy. Here, let's dive in on it. Let's look at one of these payouts. I think it'd be like this one. So you can like look at the original transaction. So let's just look at the original. So we saw 45 to mint it. Let's see how much it was for me to create it. Oh, ooh, right here. So you can go up here, you can hit internal transactions, and then it'll show you your original one. So this is the original batch, right? So 201 days ago, I originally batched 15 wallets for 16 Gwei, and it cost me $84. So 45, 84, 9, so $129 to create the shit. And now if I were to sell it, right, and this is kind of why I'm like, dude, I don't need to like it. Yeah, why? I mean, I could do it, right? Like, cause I'm up. That's why it's like there's people who are up like me who understand this, and they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna get caught standing in the sand because fuck everybody else. It's my world, and they have all right to do that. They minted the Zen, they were there first, and they have the right to dump it if they want. Me personally, up $200. I want to burn the Zen because I don't want to have to buy it. I got $200 extra worth of Zen for minting it. But then see, you have that. See, you guys are getting you guys get to see the side and side things because this is how I'm really thinking about this shit. It's like you could dump it and keep driving the price down, knowing it's going down, or you can burn for Phoenix and get in early before everyone else because that's why I'm going with the I'd rather get in early because that's how you make the most bands in crypto. Like you don't make the most bands in crypto from trading. Like traders always get wrecked, right? Like traders usually buy the top and you sell the bottom and then it pumps and then you sell the bottom and then it pumps and then you sell the bottom again, right? So I'm not a trader, bruh. I'm an opportunist. I like to find that opportunity. That's why I got into DVZN when it was the best opportunity and it's coming back again. Now, this thing happening on Phoenix that has me just ridiculously bullish is the share rate. And the share rate is the most intuitive thing in Phoenix because as it moves up, as it cranks, so does the amount of Phoenix that has to go into the protocol in order for you to get the same stakes as everybody behind the crank. So on Polygon, if you want to get the same stakes as anybody who staked before the first reward pool, you have to do 0.86 more Phoenix than they did and double the time. So that's bullish on a staking contract. And for people who want to build generational wealth and have these personal checks coming out, you know? So I want that personal check feeling. I know Ethereum is going to be a great one to build, but really where I'm going to build is Avalanche. Avalanche, Phoenix, you guys will probably see me going dumb on this because there's too many plus positives to the Avalanche blockchain. Um, just like how I can send this is the only chain I can send directly to Coinbase, man. Every other chain I cannot do that shit. But Avalanche I can go direct. It's like direct deposit. It's bananas. I did it yesterday. So I would rather build my Phoenix stakes here because I can sell them and go straight to Coinbase, right? I can go straight to real life. If ETH is the same feeling, but I might be subjective to $100 fee for the send or some dumb shit. So the fees kind of hold you back from wanting to build a bank on ETH. But Avalanche, I feel like I could really build a bank over there. So I'm gonna probably do most of my burning on Avalanche. I've tested the field on Polygon. Um, I like how the share rate turned out. My problem with Polygon is I just explained it. The community doesn't understand how to use the token, so it's a little bit harder to build. Whereas on Avalanche, the blockchain forced it to have integrity, kind of like PZen. PZen, because of the way that it's living in its post-chain environment, is actually forcing its integrity. And that's why the chart looks so good. Like PZen's chart just looks so much better than every other Zen chart because the blockchain has that integrity. It's starting to look like people are starting to try to sell it down. And that's just part of the cycle. If you're pro Zen, you want to sell off, like you want to get the dip in the lows. But you see, PZen is holding hard. I was talking about this yesterday with Kindness. I was like, yo, this is the most amazing thing to see. No other chain started like this. Let's look at AZEN. AZEN will be the closest thing to PZen if you want to jump in the future. Yo, we got Sproove in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Yee. Knowledge is power. We got HTN. Thanks for showing up. Much more. How much more is 0.8? I'm not too sure, Ryan. I haven't really looked at it. But like anybody who's advocating for MZen, you should be loving Phoenix because that's how people can. You should love Phoenix and love DBZen on Matic because that's the places for people to burn the Zen for them to pump your mints. Like you should be minting and burning, like minting and burning and pumping the idea of burning and minting. And that's going to allow everyone to get on track because eventually when the ball starts to roll and there's less Zen coming out than what is being burned, that is what will shift the price. But until we get into that yin and yang theory, technically it deserves to go down. It's going down with the community. Hold your breath. And looking at AZEN, it did the same thing. So you see here AZEN, but see AZEN dumped from the top. Everything dumped from the top like this. PZen did not do this. PZen does not have this ugly little candle here. That's called integrity, guys. Every Zen chart has that shit, except PZen. That's my scientific shit. Yo, what up, DeFi Dior? When Phoenix on Pulse. When there's more Zen, it seems like all the all of the developers of these cool ass projects, they know that there's no Zen over there, and they like look at DBZen because there's no Zen. It affects too many sides of the pool. Like it affects your protocol share. It affects you buying and staking because you know you're not going to get enough protocol share to ROI on the buy, so you're going to have to sit in the pool for much longer. It affects you from burning because you can't burn because you got to buy Zen, but Zen is going down because nobody has it. You get me? So like you want a shit ton of Zen that's lucrative because that loose liquidity will allow for the DApp to live. And on Pulse Chain, they just don't have that right now. They don't have any loose liquidity. And again, like every single chart, let's look at BZen. As you can see, every single chart has a death dump from the beginning, from day one. As soon as it hits, everyone's dumping it hard. Why aren't they doing it on Pulse Chain? It might be what Kid said. It's a bunch of Zenians that really understand the ropes, and it's the first blockchain where the Zenian was part of the fucking funding. There ain't no other blockchain besides X1. Once X1 comes out, then the new Zenians who didn't sacrifice, we will be part of a blockchain that has no VCs, and we are the VCs from kicking it off. But yeah, you see, like, look at BZen. Boo, boo. I know, and let's look at PZen. So every chain but Pulse Chain. What are y'all waiting for? Y'all got 7,000 in liquidity. Somebody steal it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yo, Damien with the 5. What's up, bruh? Why do you think XEN has a smaller community despite being an excellent chain, faster and cheap and not populated? So my theory on Avalanche is that if you look at Avalanche, like Ava Labs, they don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, man. Like I'm a blockchain connoisseur. All right, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna check you out. AVAX got jobs on, they got careers. You feel me? Like they trying to build a team out, but that's something that's wrong with the decentralized world. I hate corporation on top of decentralization because you cannot do it that way, in my opinion. That's why X1 is, I'm bullish as F on it, because all it takes is for that thing to become everything we want it to be, which is compliant and connected to the planet, right? Like we still are waiting for that blockchain that's compliant and connected and does not have a corporation built on top of it full of VC funded fuckery. And that's the problem with Avalanche. Avalanche is an amazing blockchain, but the problem is that there's just not enough oomph behind it. And then the people who are the oomph, they're not really in crypto. Like they're stuck in Avalanche, you know? But I like it a lot. Like I like what they got going on. I believe because they're connected to Coinbase that they have a leg up on a lot of other blockchains. So I'm invested in this and in what they're doing in the background. And I hope more people can figure this part out. But since most people don't understand about the C chain and understand about Avalanche, and then the AVAX community is very, like I said, closed-minded. They're centered around what Avalanche has going on, which isn't much. That forces this blockchain to just be vaporware. It's a very nice blockchain, but it is vapor. And Zenians, we run it now because the best part about this blockchain is it works best in our environment. Cheap fees, fast fees connected to Coinbase. I'm gonna keep saying that shit because being a New Yorker, you need, this is where the bag is too. You want the cities that got the bag to be able to get in and out of crypto, because then that means they're gonna be able to do everything. So looking at AVAX, I mean everything is going up over here, man. They are focused on making things better. But like yeah, let's look at their rewards. So yeah, AVAX is about staking too. And that's just it. Like I feel like most of the people here are focused on staking. They're not really moving their coins around, and it's causing. I mean, I think it's really good, the staking rewards over here. Going back to traditional crypto, of like you can stake some crypto and make some yield from the blockchain. So I think their traditional staking is pretty lucrative as well. It makes some pretty good rewards here. Let's see what the daily rewards are. But that's kind of where I'm at with AVAX. But again, the Zen community, we bring things to life. Post chain being one of those things that now I'm like, damn, the power of the Zenian's insane. Like nobody has to, y'all could just dump that shit, but y'all ain't dumping it. Like, all right, maybe I'm starting a little dump for $8. Somebody bought it for 100 right afterwards. Y'all gotta let it dump, man. Get the sentiment out. Let them know we need a candle. See, look at y'all had a deep burn and then up. Y'all don't know. Woo! That's what you want to see. Woo! Every chart does it except DBZN, and that was because it had utility. So that confirms that if there is utility, price go up. Yeah, looking at these stake and rewards, they paying daily, delegated, making some fucking fees over here, getting rich. But then we look at it in the Zen world, and they just broke 2 trillion. There's only 1.8 trillion in total supply. Nobody's really staking, and all of it is going into DBZN. Here we can see that too. Here on, and again, this is because of the way the blocks are restricted. So AVAX, you can only do 72 VMUs. So technically, it can't even pump out a lot of Zen, which makes it a very scarce token out of the ecosystem, and it happens to live on Avalanche. That's the only reason I'm really, really bullish on Pulse Chain, because the way the blockchain has set it up, and now that they got this in, it's in the ecosystem, and I have to respect it because it's here. And you know, it's like a, it's like a new family member that you never met before that just happens to show up, and you're like, all right, man, we family though, you know. That's me and Peas, and it's like, all right, we family though. Like, I want it to be just as successful as any other Zen product because it is Zen. Same with Zen OG now that or OG Zen now that it's a thing and it's vivid. Like, I want to see it be successful because it's in Zen world. I don't want to see it fail, right? Like, that's not the game in the Zen world. Zen world is about pushing the hive mind, getting to the mass adoption, getting that 96% onto crypto, and continuing to elevate and innovate what the industry can become. Like, nobody else has made DBZN, and it's ridiculous. Every blockchain is Avalanche could have made their own DBZN, but they didn't want to. Right? Avalanche could have did it. Humphrey, there is no DBZN on Pulse until time. Maybe like in 6 months. I think that's really the target is 6 months because it makes most sense. Like, most of the Zen will be out. It gives time for the price to tank. Yeah, it just gives everybody time to get in, get some Zen, and get ready because when it happens, the games begin. And it looks like no one's dumping over there. Everybody knows it's pump central for the bull market. It's crazy, man. But yeah, looking at Avalanche, there's 70% of it is liquid now because more and more people are minting, and this is why I'm saying because more people are minting, they're taking the liquid supply, they're burning it. I feel like when Phoenix comes out on Avalanche, I just gave you my sentiment on why I'm gonna go hard on Phoenix on Avalanche. I'm sure others have sentiments about that as well. We can see here Phoenix didn't do a dent as much as it did on Polygon, and that's because of the fees. So fees play a factor in Phoenix. So Phoenix will probably be most successful on every other chain, and it will have the best success on ETH and price appreciation. I think the price will appreciate like bananas on Ethereum once people start to realize what's going on over here. And the reason for that is because this Phoenix shit is going to absorb a lot of this Zen. More and more people have to understand Phoenix, and then it'll look like DBZN where 20%, like this is 20 and this is 20, right? Like, this makes no sense if this is 1.5% on Ethereum, but you go to a Binance chain that just launched last week. Where's that shit at? Is it here? Where's Binance? Binance. Oh, they haven't added it yet. But let's just look at this. Like, yeah, you see, like, look at this pie chart. That's why I like Polygon, and I wish more people understood that you don't trade it, you burn it, and it would pump all the products over there. But nobody gets it. Only a small amount. And I mean, that's why, you know, I took the op on burning for Phoenix and building a good position over there. Because I was like, let me make sure I get these stakes in for more people catch on. And the same for everyone. But I expect most of the charts to look like Polygon. This is getting built out really, really nice. And people still burn for xeNFTs, which is amazing. Because xeNFTs will be the smartest burn you can always do. Willow said, "What about Zen Doge?" Yeah, they haven't added Zen Doge yet to this. Joseph, you might want to add that Zen Doge life to the ETH board. I didn't even think about that. Here, let's go to Zen Turbo. Let's look at their dashboard because they have. Oh yeah, they have the Knights too. So I guess there is some things missing here, but the Phoenix is getting disrespected, bro. Phoenix is so disrespected. It's wild at this point. I'm like, man, do y'all really not get it? Like, it's cool though, because I know over time, eventually people will understand. Um, yeah, Zen Doge went crazy with it, burned a trilly. Phoenix just broke 200 billion. This is the one of the most unique dApps, and it has the less burn in it. Proves though that nobody knows what the fuck is going on here. Everybody's so focused on DBZen, but yet they're playing the game backwards and buying the coin instead of burning for it. So, and they're buying, and let me get this, they're buying the coin in an exhausted market where the burn will revamp the actual market. Because as more people burn, it creates more competition, which creates higher ETH inquired into the contract, which then causes more attention, which will then increase the price, which would then be the right formula for price go up. But this is the wrong formula that we have right now. Unless the buyers can stay in power, and as people mint a bunch of coins with no burners and they sell on your head, you can outbuy them every single day. And that's where I'm at with this. Like, I don't feel like this is that. Like, that doesn't sound like the right scenario. That sounds like I'm getting baited into something. Like, hey man, I got a good idea. How about we spend $100 a day? Like, shut up. I'm gonna sell my coins. I'll wait for the bottom. I'll slowly DCA back in. We're at the bottom of the cycle, but it just hasn't started over. And we know the start over is when this when we see more of this. Like, this needs to steadily increase. This needs to steadily increase. This is the worst. Look at this shit. Zen Doge ain't gonna pump it. But Zen Shiba, let's look at that. That's coming out this week or 9 days on Matic. What? Ion or Elon, Doge, Phoenix, everything the same, 99% down. Yeah, well, yeah, that's part of it. The best part about the 99% down is you can basically say that 99% down theory is like the fairest launch. The fairest launch coins will go to zero, right? But sometimes they can't go to zero because there's 18 decimals. So the fairest launch coins will actually just go 99%, and if they have any sorts of utility, they will recover. And the recovery will come at some point, but it's just whenever they do. You know, that's when the community gets behind it to make it recover. You feel me? Um, I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Damn, Shiba, get a follower, man. Somebody go follow these motherfuckers. Oh no. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's look at this, man. They coming out 9 days, so June 3rd. So we're gonna get two things this weekend, or my bad, excuse me. In a week, we're gonna get Phoenix launch, our Phoenix reward pool on Ethereum, and then Zen Shiba launching on Matic. Now, the only reason I'm really into this Zen Shiba thing is because it's being launched in the right environment, right? And it's just like Zen Doge, but the difference is that the fees are cheaper. The blockchain fees are extremely cheap. The MZen is extremely cheap. It's literally begging for something like this, dude. It's begging for something like this. Like, everybody talks about like Zen Doge needs a burner. No, Zen Doge needs to live on a chain that is not of value. Then we get in big. Yes, bruh. Yeah, it goes 99%, and then the smart people buy that bottom, and we stay in it to win it. We don't burn for it. We just wait for it. Unless it's not going to go 99%. Like a Phoenix. Like, Phoenix is a little bit different, though. You got to look at it. Again, you got to look at it with versus Zen and the peg, because it needs to go 99% from the peg. which would be crazy because then it would absorb hell Zen from everybody burning to get back to the peg so they can have all the coins, or buying to get back to the peg. Just different things that can happen there. So cool though. So should we call ourselves Zenshibians? But basically, Zen Shiba is going to have NFTs. That's how they're rocking it. They're going to have rares, limiteds, and commons. A total of 76 of X Shiba supply will not be liquid for long because they have been used for minting Zen Shiba NFTs. Only 23% of X Shiba will be available to mint, which increases the supply and demand. So yeah, like they're gonna be doing this thing with the ZenFTs, or like they're gonna basically be making a meme of Zen and then a meme of the ZenFT. And like yeah, so like let me see, where is it at when they talk about it? And then again, this is where I'm at with it. Like it's smarter for it to be on this in this environment because everything about the blockchain is comfortable for Zen Shiba. And maybe the meme does not live on ETH, right? And like we can upgrade our worldview to be like, yeah, maybe the meme should live on a Zen on a different network. Like imagine how many memes are gonna come out for post chain Zen. Burn your Zen for XYZ on post chain, right? Like this is the part of the experience where that's supposed to happen. And again, I'm not hating on Zen Doge. I just feel like they did it backwards. They should have released like Zen Shiba and been on MZen, the second biggest liquidity in Zen, but the cheapest coin in Zen, right? Let's look at that one more time just to put it all in perspective, right? The next one that would be really good to drop memes on would be Binance Chain, to start absorbing the B Zen because there's a lot of liquidity there, and this would be a good way to pump the price because no one's minting it, so they would need to buy it. We know it because everyone's trading it, right? So they're still selling it and buying it, selling it and buying it, selling it and buying it, when they should be making it and burning it, making it and burning it, making it and burning it. Yo, and yeah, these prices are super low. Like AZen is more expensive than MZen, and it has a restriction on the coins. So MZen is waiting for something to pop off, and I really enjoy this troll taken by Zen Shiba because I think they're gonna do it correctly. Here we go. Here's some gas. With 48%, 24% of the supply. Wait, don't they have a white paper, man? Where's that shit at? Let's just look for it. Here we go. Light paper. Let's look at it. Zen Shiba will be the best meme. I don't understand. I'm not sure I do a lot. It's too complicated. Ugh, I have to download this? Ugh. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm gonna beat you up, Zen Shiba Devi, if something happens to my computer. Your ass is mine. HTN says, I don't understand, and I am sure a lot do not. It's too complicated. See, the thing is, is everyone is looking for the gains. You gotta understand the tokenomics. That's the point of Zen. That's why I got attracted to Zen so much. I've never seen a coin like Zen. So again, to make Zen, you need two things. You need native coin and you need time. You put those two things together and you mint Zen. Once you get the Zen, you now have self-sovereignty and self-custody. You can do two things with the Zen. You can pair it in the liquidity pool with more native, or you could take it to another place and pair it with something else, such as Phoenix. And then what I'm saying here is amplifying, because now it's going to take 10,000 times more Zen, or 10,000 times more Zen to make one Phoenix than it is for you to own it. So having that Phoenix is supposed to amp up the Zen. It burns it, right? Zen becomes disinflationary. So it all starts with the Zen. And what is Zen created with? Time and native coin. There's another thing like that too, which is DBZenFTs or DBZen. DBZen uses the time and native coin Zen that you've created with a little bit more native coin protocol fee to give you DXN. So it's like a continuous process of always having your time, your self custody, your self sovereignty all inside of your hand. And you can transfer it over into as economical energy into other things to make it even more expansive, right? So since we know this, that it's time in native coin, now you got to look at the natives. And that's the part where everyone's confused because they're so used to being on a shit chain or on a bad blockchain. Like, it's your boy Crypto, bro. I'm coming directly from Ethereum. My path was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, EOS, back to Tron, back to Ethereum. Because I saw them try the whole low gas thing. And the problem that everybody always came to was, how do we get back to ETH? Bridges get hacked. Things go bad. Centralized exchanges go down. So the idea was not to bridge back to ETH. The idea has always been to build around it. It has never been to bridge back. We just started this whole bridge back thing. It's always been about building around. Bridging is, I think, finally going into the evolution of innovation. So that's why we're starting to hear about it more, but it was never the game. The game was always to get back to ETH or build around ETH. And that's why you have EVMs like Avalanche, Matic, Binance Chain, right? They all came into flourishing because the bridge became easier because you're going EVM to EVM. You're not going from Tron system state to Ethereum or EOS system state to Ethereum. You feel me? Like, you needed that EVM to solve the bridge problem. So we ain't even focused on bridges no more. Like, that's just some extra shit. That's why the pulse chain thing was weird, because it was like, y'all didn't figure out the bridge. Like, that's normal. Like, that's not hard. Software is hard, but that is not hard. But I see what they did there. They allowed the bridge to fill again on its own. And we don't know who filled it. And we don't know if the SAC funds were used to fill it. So now we have that mysterious thing. But who fucking cares? Let's get to the bag. The bag is still going to be made regardless of all the what ifs and the conversation and the gossip. And I'm not about that shit. So I'm just glad it's an EVM and it's an easy bridge. Because again, it'd be way harder if it was all on its own. Now, oh shit, thanks Damien. I got well, thanks for the fives, 2 5s. I got a max 1 trillion Zen coming out on the smaller chains. Provide liquidity until the bottom is in, and then we scoop up and burn. Patient players, because patient pays. You got it right, bro. This guy, Damien, you got it right, man. It costs $22 in Florence. It costs $22 for 1 billion in MZN, and you need 10x, and just to get a rare Shiba NFT, expensive. Should I burn? LOL though. 22,000 just for a rare Shiba NFT. Well, that's the whole point, Brian, is to really get the burn going on MZN, because the conscious collective doesn't understand what they're doing yet. So if people start burning like crazy, like imagine the developer, if the dev really believes in the Zen Shiba, we should actually see them make a rare. And if they make a rare, like, it's over. Like, it's a fair launch. Like, everybody can get in on this. And like, yeah, here, let's look at the things here. And just to kind of put it all together for you, HTN, because I'm really trying to get you to kind of understand that it's not that complicated. Because all that other stuff was complicated. But Zen is the economical energy made from the blockchain. And you should want to burn it or use it as currency to amplify and get better opportunities. And it's literally designed that way for you to, like, let it go. Make a bunch of it and let it go. But you want to let it go into the right places so that you don't, feel bad for letting it go somewhere. And that is why I like meme coins on shit chains. Not to say these chains suck, but like, yeah, they're not Ethereum. So since they're not home base, they should be priced low. And they should be chasing ETH. We should be trying to get MZIM to 5 zeros, not 7. Not dumping it into Obliterate. That's not smart. But Zen Shiba actually has an answer. And that's why I'm like, yo, they are about to answer the game. So let's look at this real quick. So introducing Zen Shiba adheres to crypto's first principles. That's the shit I like to see. That's that Zen world. They got the fairness, transparency, no pre-mine, no team allocations, no central authority. They have an early adopter incentive system, a Zen Shiba utility already created. This is what I was talking about with Zen Doge. It felt very weird to me that they weren't already thinking about the next thing because it's crypto, we evolve. They should have had a utility in their white paper. And then what is the Zen Shiba NFTs? So in their abstract, they said this light paper provides an examination of Zen Shiba, an amazing crypto meme that aims to contribute to drastically reducing the constant inflation of Zen supply on Polygon and save human lives while staying true to first principles of crypto. Zen Shiba is an ERC20 token on the Polygon network with the supply starting from zero and minted through the burning of Zen. Dun, 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 dun. And with an exciting early adopter incentive mechanism and a cap supply of 50 billion tokens, ZenShiba presents an excellent opportunity for the crypto community to create value for what they love. This document further blah blah blahs the keys of ZenShiba. So you see, like ZenShiba is just being very simple, but they hit it right on the head. Like the most important thing you need is a reason for people not to sell the coins. Like Zen came out, and then everybody was like, "Well, what do I do after I mint?" Oh, you stake it, right? So Zen's very simple. Actually, Zen is amazing because the stake is going to be the power play, right? Like right now, you get 18% APY, but I forget when. Soon it's going to change, and it's going slowly down to 2% because then it will only inflate forever, 2% through staking. And that was very bullish for Zen in the beginning of Zen 2 because it was like, wow, this thing is going to be kind of like a monetary system at the end. Like it's going to have monetary value with that 2% after the amplified staking goes down. And that's the fair launch environment of Zen, is that you can't be late to staking as soon as you learn about it. You're only going to be late to staking when this is over, but you still won't be late because anybody who did 1,000% or 1,000-day APY or 1,000-day stakes on xeNFTs, they can sell those and you can get that APY later. So it's not going to be late. You really won't be late until 2025. Okay, so that's the bullishness of Zen. Just talking about Zen and the staking. Read the white paper. But looking at the Zen in general, the next time staking goes to 18% is in 42 days. So there is the game too, where people should be trying to stake out. Like if you believe in Zen, you should be buying it and staking it for 1,000 days, so you have it in 2025 at the lowest price ever, with the highest APY. Like it's so there's so many ways to play it, but again, it's the people don't know what's going on here. They're just dumping this shit because that's what degens do. They just dump things into oblivion. But this was an amazing run up, an amazing chop down. And I'm still torn if I should sell my Zen and buy it lower. But at any moment it can turn around, and that's why I'm skeptical, because I'm in the world and I know at any moment it can turn around because it's designed to do that. It is designed for supply and demand. It's designed for people to buy and stake. It's really designed to pump, but it goes down because the community makes it go down. And Zen Shiba is going to help make MZen disinflationary. I know it is because they're presenting us with a utility. Zen Doge needs to hurry up and come out with a utility. I thought the dude was a dev. So yeah, burning mechanism. It's just gonna burn. Oh wow, they have an optional donation. I didn't even know that. In addition to minting Zen Shiba through burning Zen, users will also choose to contribute Zen to support individuals in need through generous charitable donations. These generous donations can afford someone in need and need the support they crave while making a positive impact in their life. Not only dogs need love and support, humans do too. So that's funny. That means you can pretty much donate Zen to the dev. If you want to do that, that's all I read there. Give me Zen, give it to the dev. Which means that there is it's a carbon copy of Zendoge, which means it has multi-sig keys. So technically, well, I'm saying they can't rug Zendoge. Only thing they can rug is the donations. So if you really want to lessen your risk factor, do not donate. But if the Zendoge, or excuse me, if the Zen Shiba dev looks really cool. They're a sick ass person or something. Like maybe you want to give them some, heads up, some what's up for their time. Then they've opened up that optional donation portal where they'll be able to receive a donation. Um, so they do the same thing. They're doing it based off early adoption. It's going to be based off the minted supply. So when 15% is minted, you get 16 Shiba. So it's 16x Shiba. I guess this is a little hard to see here. I got to really look into it, but this is what I want to get at. The Zen Shiba utility. So the Zen Shiba will have instant utility implementing from the onset, as it will serve as the minting fee for minting unique NFTs. So they're saying that you're going to use your Zen Shiba to mint an NFT after you make the Zen Shiba. Okay, and the collection NFTs, our utility will be available for the token. That our other utilities will be available for the token that gets more holders. So basically, let's see, they got the rare chart here. So rares, limiteds, and commons. This collection has 30 rare NFTs, so they got 30 with a bundle of 100 billion Zen, MZen claimable rewards to the owners. Whoa, where's that coming from? Where's the Zen coming from? Hold up. Zen Shibas are unique ERC NFTs created to provide instant utility for Zen Shibians. These NFTs will be mintable only using X Shiba tokens and will only exist in 3 categories with MZen claimable rewards in various portions depending on the NFT owned by an address. The percentage of all Zen Shiba tokens generated from the NFTs will be destroyed forever through burning, which further helps reduce the Zen Shiba supply and will create value for Zen Shiba tokens in the future. Funds generated will stay with the project as we continue to create opportunities of development. That's kind of crazy though. So 100 billion MZen claimable rewards, 10 billion MZen, 1 billion. Oh, and these are really small. This is a small little collection here. 30, 60, 100, so 190. Yeah, 190 NFTs. Damn. I might want to get one of these because that's some good rewards there. And again, it's all by design, right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the utility here is to get rid of the Zen Shiba so that people don't dump it on the market and they use the inflation towards the NFT. So that's a smart ass idea, because the problem that we saw with Zen Doge, and the reason why I was like, hey, you could just buy that off the market, was because I knew that the extra percentage of the Zen Doge from the first like 15%, that was inflation. People were going to go and dump the inflation. I was like, yeah, they're going to dump the inflation. The early amplified idea is inflation. They're going to dump that. These people said, hey, how do we stop them from dumping the inflation? Well, let's make 200 NFTs to catch the inflation so that if people are burning early, they can get the NFTs. And you know why the NFTs are bullish? Because OpenSea supports Matic. So this is going to be able to use the OpenSea board. That's why I was like, man, they're kind of cooking over here. They cooking. Oh, damn, Damien, they cut you off. They said, we're done here. Keep up the streams. Love watching your content. You're the next. You're a great Zen OG. Hey, man. Thanks, Yin Yang. It's always good to hear from you, bro. Thanks for being in the chat. I'm on We Gonna Make It train. Choo-choos and come in later. Mint and chill. We gonna make it. Zen, let's go. Traveler. Hell yeah, we gonna make it. We gonna make it, man. We gonna make it, man. I hate OpenSea. They need to like take some of this shit off their website. They got too much shit on the website. But OpenSea supports Matic openly. So I'm bullish on this idea of the NFTs because I know you can get to it, right? Like the one problem with doing something like this is the opportunity of displaying it. And it would suck, like let's say on like well, Avalanche has OpenSea, but the community on Avalanche is not on OpenSea yet. Same with Binance Chain. Binance Chain is on OpenSea. The community is not there. You know the other community that's there besides Ethereum? Matic, bruh. Matic is the second biggest blockchain over here. And then you would be looking at Solana. So, like, let's go ahead and hit Polygon. We'll hit top. So, their top one is the Utes, of course. Shout out to DeBozo. I saw my dude in the chat earlier. Got the Bozos on top with the Utes. But the Utes is really driving home the NFTs here with you know, 1.4 ETH of trading volume. Now, what happens when people that know how NFTs work find out that they're going to get free Zen from holding the ZenFT, the Shiba NFT, right? They're going to get free MZen for holding this. That shit might be some hopium for the decks over here, because none of these things have that. Like, I don't even know what Drill Club is. What is this? This Lens Protocol profile pic thing, stupid, but it's here. We know about the sandbox. Here, we'll do all. This is in the last hour. I guess we gotta intensify this, but what is this? Drill Club. Show me. Show yourself. Whatever. Damn, they got hella ETH going on. Trump cards, Chicken Derby. What's stopping Zen Shiba from coming up on this billboard right here? I mean, if they trade enough, if people start trading the NFTs or their NFTs, because NFTs are tradable, so a lot of the NFT action you see is actually just people trading them back and forth like they're tokens, and they're finding the best deals, and then they're waiting a couple of days and they go back and trade them again. So these do feel like a hold, but I could see them end up on OpenSea and people starting to buy and sell and trade them, and then that volume is going to create speculation, and then that speculation will turn into hopium, and then more people will probably find out about the Zen Shiba thing because it's just being built better. Like, look at this. You want one of these? What the fuck is this? Drill Club. This ain't a Ute. So there's an OG to this, which is the Utes. If you're gonna get anything on Matic, you want to get one of these. You want to get a Ute because it's connected to D-God, it's connected to Frank. If you're really in crypto, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Zen Shiba looks real hot, says D Angels. Yeah, Zen Shiba is looking hot, man. This is exactly what I wanted to see with Zen Doge, but I was just heartbroken when I was like, another fucking shitcoin, man. That doesn't make any sense. And then when the dude was on what, kindness, I was like, come on, man, sell this shit. What's that thing in Wolf of Wall Street? Sell me this pen. I was waiting for him to sell me a pen. He just could not sell it. And I was waiting for him to be like, this is the utility, or this is what we're going to do. Staking contract comes, you know, this is 2023, man. If the staking contract's going to come, you're going to do it. If it's not going to come, you're not going to do it. Nah. But yeah, I'm trying to show you, do not get this drill club. I have no clue what this is, but this is a derivative of Utes, which is the real deal. These are cool as fuck. And you can see these are expensive, 1 ETH, right? And this is, again, a brand. There's people behind this. There's VC money behind this. You know, Utes are made by D Labs, which is D Gods, which is on Solana, which was a project that came out of a think tank. All right, it was a literal think tank project that's now humongous. These are the things in crypto I love. I love seeing the growth and innovation in cryptocurrency, man. Like, I don't know who doesn't. I mean, I do know some people who just are here for the money, but you know, I'm also here for the tech. I want to make some money, but the reason why I could be such a, you know, how do you say, so immersed in potential opportunity is because I have that drive to see what's next. So yeah, looking at the D Gods. Oh, I guess I could have just clicked here. Hopefully it doesn't change. Can I stop it? Oh no. So this is a project. You can see it's actually ported to Ethereum because it was on Solana, but they moved their community to Ethereum because ETH is just the banger. Like, unfortunately, right? Like, all the fees, but it is what it is. That's where liquidity is. This project started on Solana, moved to ETH, and then made another innovative project on Polygon. because you got to follow the money, man. Anything launching on Polygon is actually pretty bullish because oh, I don't have it here. Where's my Polygon hat? I don't have it here, but like when I went to the D Gods party for NFT NYC, it was in sponsorship with Polygon. Like even Polygon is pushing this brand to people who want to use Polygon for NFTs. And that's why they ported the next collection over. You know, that's why the Utes are there. So you gotta understand, man. You just gotta get. I was saying this yesterday on Kindness Show. You gotta see it for what it is, the whole landscape, and you gotta see if the devs are connecting with that shit. Because if they're not connecting with it, more than likely you're buying a fucking bad project. You're burning for a bad project. But Zen Shiba caught my eye when I saw these NFTs or these Zen Shiba NFTs, and I was like, wow, now that sounds like fun. And then when I found out it was on MZen, I was like, oh shit, that sounds like fun because you can get a good amount of MZen. So if this plays out just like it did on whoopsies, if it should play out the same way that it did on Zendoge, which means 500 billion. Oh wait, they said it's only a 50 billion market cap. Wait a second. I can't forget now. I'm not prepared on this shit. But what I want to get at is like you needed at least 5 billion at launch for Zen Shiba to make a dent. So right now 5 billion on MZen, right? It's 700 or it's $107. So for $107, you have the same shot as most of the whales did on Zen, right? So that's what makes me really bullish on Zen Shiba is that the price of Zen is cheaper, which allows more players to play, which allows more Zen to be burned, which allows the Zen price to feel it more. So you need $8,000 to play on ETH, but you need $100 to play on Matic. So now you can see like this is why it makes me very bullish because we want this type of stuff this early. We don't really need it on ETH because people are more civilized. Even me, I'm getting my Zen and I'm like, what do I do with it, right? And that's just the human behavior of today. We see it too on PZen because people have integrity of the Zen. They're treating it just like it's ETH Zen. But all these other chains, they need that nice burner, bro. And I'm looking at Zen Shiba and I'm like, do I have any MSIN? Actually, I don't even know if I have any MSIN right now. Who cares? You can move there though. You can get there. You can get over there. It's super easy. Bro's brain works with the pedal to the metal. Man, I can't lose no more. Blue man, I gotta make sure I'm trying to be in the winner's circle every single time, dude. That's how I gotta hit now. And if I can make the right calls, I'm gonna feel really good. And I'm glad that I don't have to do it on 10,000X. I just gotta do it on utility. So let's fucking go. Drill Club is kicking. It's kicking what? Hold on, let me finish the sentence there. I can't see it on my chat, so I'm gonna see it here. What'd you say? Oh, Drill Club is kicking, bro. Hey, you chilling right now. What's it doing? Tell me what it does. DGen hours, give me a reason in the chat why I should get a Drill Club. You feel me? Tree City West with 3 dogs. All right, y'all. But I've been kind of going off right now. Pretty much don't got nothing else to say. So I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I'm really excited. Still feeling like we're having downside momentum. I'm not really bullish on price. I'm bullish on activity. And I know we're eventually gonna get to a better active area. But the sentiment is sell across the whole market, not just in here. I mean, if you follow traditional markets, you know as well, the sentiment is to sell. So you can't escape the sell. We can't escape it. It's everywhere. It's on Bitcoin. It's on ETH. I'm really hoping that these things can hold. But if the U.S. economy keeps doing what it's doing, man, if they keep rugging presidential candidates on spaces, man, we're not gonna get anywhere. But yeah, I'm still looking at the downside. I'm not looking down here. I'm just like making a point. But I do think we're going to come and test 21 on Bitcoin, which would then make Ethereum test. I think it was like 14. Yeah, 15, 1400 on ETH. I could totally see us coming down to those levels throughout the next 2 to 3 weeks, just based on the market sentiment of the reality. And this is kind of why I see it being priced into Zen already, because if Zen is controlled by the native. So if ETH goes down in price, Zen should rebound when it finally finds its bottom. So it should dump with it a little bit, but the dump is being priced in now. Like this Zen dump started, yeah, again, April 24th. We can go and look at the Ethereum chart. Go back to April 24th. April 24th, April 24th. Yep. So April 24th, you'll see this is when ETH pumped. Or is it? Oh yeah, ETH started to dump. Right here, the 14th of April. ETH was at like 21. Gas was high. And then ETH started to fall down. And then now Zen is pricing the dump. It's just very, very small, right? We're talking hundreds of dollars, but over in Zen world, it's pricing that shit in heavy. And that's why I'm like, all right, cool. Whenever it gets to the bottom of the price in from the ETH chart, it's going to start turning around because the mints will come back. And if people pump the price of Zen, then 1 day, or I mean, 10-day mints can be profitable at that low gas price of low, or it'd be like low ETH means low gas. So you're able to provide more ETH because you've been sidelining your cash. Now you're gonna buy the bottom, blah blah blah, some crypto shit, and then like now you're gonna get back into Zen because everybody else gave up. They had their Zen, they bought their Zen right here, they sold it right here. Now Zen's down here. That trader shit. So I'm on that sentiment that there is some room to the downside, and again, that's why I'm looking at June. Damn, it's not on this chart. I'm looking at that June 13th area in Zen world for us to see some sort of reverse, right? I want to see a reversal after this downtrend has been underwater for, I guess you could say 2 months, 60 days. 60 days of underwater, there has to be something that turns around. It's just reaction. And it looks great. Like, look at this pocket of opportunity. We can go ahead and delete these because this was Phoenix launch, nothing happened. Oopsies. Yeah, Phoenix launch, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So now we're like looking. Zen Doge launch, nothing happened. So now we're just waiting. I'm hoping that this is the pocket right here. Because again, the third we have Phoenix printing on ETH. People are going to wake up because they're going to see like, oh shit, this shit works everybody 2 times. It burns in, and now it's going again into the 13 weeks. So then now you have people buying Zen if it's at its lowest to burn for Phoenix. Then maybe you have DXN finally finding its cycle low on the chart, really, where the price is low in the chart. And then now DXN is pricing in this pump as well, or the dip on ETH, right? And this is all based off my theory of Ethereum. So like if Ethereum is really going to pull back to this level, that means all of these things are pricing that in right now. They're not going to price it in once it happens because the ETH is cheap. So that's the opportunity in Zen world. You see what I mean? You got to be on the other side of things. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm waiting. I'm gonna just ride it down. That's why I'm kind of torn, because I'm like, dude, do I ride this free Zen down or do I take profits? Because I'm up by $200, and that's speculation here, but it looks like we've got some action going on before I sign out. But look at, guys, we are extremely oversold on the hourly. This is what I'm saying. The buyers need to come in. They need to wipe it out. You need to buy all this. You need these coins gone. If nobody can buy all of this, then that's what I mean by like, and keep buying it and like trading it. But the supply is already over distributed because those users need to be staking it, taking it out of their wallets, putting it in a contract so that we can continue to grow the market cap. But if they're just going to let them sit in their wallet, then it's not going to really help us here. Or they need to be burning it on Zenlon. But again, that's why I'm just like, yeah, this looks good. Let's see what pumped it. $1,000, $3,000, $3,000. It's steady though. It's holding. So hopefully it holds this. But again, what I want to see is and I'm going to sign up out of here. But what we want to see here, guys, is we want to see $12 hold until the weekend. We want to keep it higher than 12. So let's hope it stays there, because we can go a couple days. Like, this is what I mean. Don't get it twisted. We could go a couple days, and then right before the week closes, it just like it reverses, and then now this is looking down, right? Like, we want to see this close above this low of $12. So if we keep it here at $14 until Sunday, there's a good opportunity that the price can turn around. But already on the hourly, we're exhausted extremely. So it's going to take some trading to keep it solidified throughout the week. And that's the question for you to ask yourself. Are the traders here, or is this a bull trap, or excuse me, a bear trap, where they're trying to trap you into this theory where we get up to this resistance line that has already been proven to be full resistance. We saw it capitulate right here. We saw it capitulate back here. We also saw it break through here, confirm capitulation right here. Did it again up here, and it all started way back here. Right, this is the top, tippity top. So it's confirmed that we're we're in a downtrend. That's been confirmed, and now that would be the best place to sell if you wanted to get out of your position. And that's why I'm itching, because I'm like, hey, if we're gonna keep going down because the lobbies aren't pumping, why wouldn't I just sell my coins up here and wait for everyone to realize that the lobby's not pumping, and then they sell us all the way down? Like, why would I be waiting for y'all? Like, I'm gonna make a play. Based on the RSI, this shit rocket shipped. And it's a good trade. Anybody that bought this down here, they up right now. They up. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they're locked in 24, 25. So yeah, if you bought these dips, 23, you didn't get anything. So there's still some people under the impression, because it takes 2 days to get in the staking pool. So if you're buying off the DEX, then it's going to take 2 days. So there should always be a gap in between the run up. Yeah, you see it went down. And then this was a great place, because this is support and resistance, to build a new narrative that we're going up. And then just for it to get rejected right here. Like, this blow off top was a good area to see that there might even be some limit sells out there where people have them set, because this went off right at the $15 mark. So we're playing hopium game to think we're going to fill this wick. And if we do, then that's what I'm saying. We got to break past this resistance and continue up to the upside. And we got to close the weekly above 14. And if we get rejected right here, it just makes me feel like I need to be looking at turning my DXN into Zen and or into stable to catch the Zen bottom. Either or I can turn it into Zen and ETH, and then I can re-enter the lobby. But the lobbies have been blown, and that's why I'm like, man, I can't even get in the goddamn lobby over here, because there's just so many angles of the whales controlling the narrative that you can't even get into the lobby. Like, there's nobody playing the game, but they're playing with big bags. Like, they're burning a lot of Zen, and they're not even putting a lot of ETH in. That's why it should be a lot of Zen and a lot of ETH, not a lot of Zen and no ETH. That doesn't make any sense. That means everybody that's burning is a top tenner, and then they burn a whole bunch because it's based off of weight. And when they burn, they get all the coins, and then everybody who burned 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, they're barely getting anything. And then now you've burned the Zen, spent the ETH, and you're priced out because they're going to make you exhausted. So if you want to play that game, you can, but I honestly think this game starts when the price is dead, because then you can DCA here because everybody forgot about it. The price is down. Everybody forgot about the burn. You can buy some coins, plug them, right? So you can start getting your stake in, and then slowly burning while the price is going up, or while the burn is going up, right? The burn goes up, and once the burn goes up, the people come back, right? The burn is going up right now. That's why it's like, are we burning or not? You know, but I need to see the ETH going up with the burn. Let's see if we can find another point of this. Damn it, because this is in days and this is in cycles. So it's a little harder to see. But I mean, looking at it up and down, like from start to finish, it does look like where we have the massive amounts of ETH coming in, there's a lot of Zen being burned at the same time. So that's what I mean. The ETH coming in that we want is only going to happen when the Zen is burned. If there's no Zen available, then no ETH is coming in. The only ETH coming in is whales to consume the price, to push the price down, sell on your heads. They pump the shit, they push the shit down. They do it until they can literally exhaust themselves, which would again be the price of the token is so low that entering the lobby makes no sense anymore. It actually makes sense to open it up, right? Like if you're somebody who's holding somebody's head underwater, right? You want to let them back up when they're ready to tell the truth. So imagine that. That's what's happening. The whales are holding everybody under the water until we tell them the truth that we are done playing the price game, and then we're gonna let it fucking fail. And when that happens, then they have to let us up under the water because they got to open up the floodgates so that everybody can get in to pump the chart, bruh. And then we start the cycle again. But until then, they can hold us underwater for as long as they want. Nothing we can do about it because we don't have enough money to battle them. We don't have enough, man. We don't have enough. Yeah, future Zen. Because when xeNFTs come out too, that's gonna make Zen really bullish. Once the DB xeNFTs happen and then people start to see this estimated max supply go backwards, and then they go, oh damn, everybody's burning their future supply. It's gonna cause people to buy the Zen. So you'll miss that cycle. And that's why I think the team is like holding back, like, we'll wait a second, because we don't need it right now. It's not really the time. But you'll see here, there's no Zen really being minted again until July. July 16th, there's a big green candle there, but most of the Zen is going to be going into the future. As you can see, it's like we have massive days of Zen when that popularity is there, and then we have those reoccurring dull moments of Zenians believing in Zen, minting every single day. Right now, that's all we have is a dull lull. We don't have massive amounts of Zen coming into fruition until March 17th of 2024. There should be 50 trillion Zen coming out on the market if people don't burn it on DB Zen, right? So again, there's no Zen coming out. We know this. Estimated supply. I didn't see this one. What's this? What is this? I think as a small player, you got to play your own game and not pay attention to the whales. Exactly, Spruve. If you're a small player, you got to pay attention to your own game. And that's why the whales got everybody caught the fuck up. Because everybody playing the whale game. And they got your head underwater. They got my head underwater. Shit, I bought most of my coins at $75. I was like, man, I'm about to take my ball and go home. I can't play with y'all no more. But yeah, there ain't no Zen, dude. Estimated supply. Oh, I guess this is here. 420. Oh, that's the estimated. What is this? Oh, 2030. Where the fuck am I right now? 2040. Oh, so we right here. Yeah, 73 trillion Zen. There ain't no Zen right now. People need billions. If we need 100 players that all need 1 billion, then yeah, we need. Or we want 100 players and they all have 10 billion. That means they're gonna need 1 trillion Zen. So that's just for 100. So if you want to scale that to 1,000 players on just one dApp, DB Zen. So let's say we want 1,000 players on DB Zen, all have 10 billion. It's still physically like impossible. And on top of like Phoenix, there ain't no Zen out right now. So it makes sense that shit isn't burning, and I'm just not sold that this price is respecting the fact that there's not going to be any rewards. So to keep DCA though, get your position. But personally, fuck these whales. The yield long term will balance out, especially from price appreciation of the native coin. If you're bullish on ETH, Polygon, AVAX, or whatever, DCA into respective DBs in, bro, hey, Spruve is spitting bars right now in the chat. It makes you hold your native back. Yeah, if you don't follow Spruve coins, Spruevy coins, you gotta go make sure you follow that man. Because he be spitting the facts too. He had the best DB Zen strategy in the beginning. I went I went and I blew my bag, and he DCA'd throughout the week and got the best result. So yeah, definitely follow Spruce, man. Like he really gets the DCA concept, and that's why you don't want to play the game. There's different ways to play it. Let's see if we can get the low in on the lobby. I'm still waiting for it. And just to show you, we hit the banger yesterday on AVAX. That's why I'm so bullish on AVAX. I'm bullish on people getting a ton of coins and not being able to get out. So maybe DBZen needs to lose some more liquidity so that all of the whales get locked in. But they're gonna be like me. They're gonna be like, "Cool, I'm locked in this bitch." Um, they're gonna be like, "I'm locked in." Not Bank of Zen. Bank of Zen is from Crypto Cell Labs, made. Oh, oh yeah, Bank of Zen. I haven't really looked into it, but if it's made by Crypto Cell, I gotta look into it because they're tight. But you'll see here what I'm trying to get at is that my coins are limited and my divs are limited, and when my coins were like up, they were great. Divs were great, but the lobbies were pumping, and without ETH going into the lobby, even owning 324 tokens, I wasn't making enough, making $27 a day. And so it just makes more sense to turn that into something usable rather than waiting for it to turn around. Now you can, but like I've seen here, I deleted 94 tokens and I'm still roughly right in the same range with the average amount of daily pulled ETH, 30, 29, 26. So I'm still waiting for us to get back to that day with that low. That was right here, the 23 on the day 60. So we've been 3 days since that, and I'm waiting for it to return. So I think that would be like we keep going lower and lower and lower. And then once we're at that low, it'll make so much sense for the price to just turn around because it'll be like, oh yeah, no more Zen, like it's totally dead. Like no ETH is going in the lobby. People that enter, they get all their coins, they're dumping it, they're wrecking this. People who are in it, they might get out, they might start dumping. Bam, DB's NFTs, pump, gold, gravy. The current DBZN strategy is accumulate as much DXN as possible now. Don't worry about the ETH divs at the same time. That's a good one though. I still recommend that. If you don't want to worry about the ETH divs, I'm worried about them shits though. I am worried. Holy moly, post-chain XeNFTs just passed 40,000, making it the fastest Zen developing network per Jack Levin. So yeah, dude, post-chain is going dumb in Zen world. Great etiquette over there. You guys are building Zen to be the most powerful coin on that blockchain. And that's amazing. As we should on every blockchain. Every blockchain Zen should feel like the most powerful token on it. But we as a community make that happen. So shout out to Pulse for making that shit go up. If you go back into the future supply, you'll see we are way behind on how much we were estimated to have. Estimated supply was 64 trillion when we are at 10 trillion. Exactly. That's what I mean though. We don't have any more Zen because so many people burned it. And then they let it bleed. So we had an inflated idea of how much was coming because so much penalty created that that offset. Here, we'll see that real quick. Oopsies. So that's a good observation because ooh, that dip from Zen Doge gave it to us. But yeah, you'll see the penalties are slowly inclining. 421 billion. And that right there, that I used to think this was the metric I wanted to see was people not claiming their Zen, but it's not really that important anymore. The burn is most important, and staking. Would rather people not stake, would rather them burn. But you see staking's on the incline too. That lets you know that people are taking the opportunity to minting that free Zen from the staker at these amplified regions rather than burn it because it's just not time for them. And that makes sense. There's no Zen. They have the right to stake. They have the right to stake. But shit, guys. Post-chain gas has also started to drop now. So you get 28 VMUs for under 100K. I expect that to continue as hype from the launch settles. Oh, for 100K pulse. Hey, thanks for the tip, Mr. E. Yeah, man. I mean, the bridge here is 10 minutes now. Bridging out seems to be around still 30 minutes to an hour. But interacting with Pulse Chain has become a lot simpler. And again, if Zen becomes the dominant token over there, that would be amazing for the Zen community because that would be another home base. Like ETH is the most dominant, and then I would say Matic, then Binance Chain, then Avalanche, and but now it's ETH, Post Chain, Binance Chain, Matic, and now Avalanche. So it is pretty crazy. Bank of Zen from CryptoCell lets you use NFTs for collateral to burn DXN for them. What do you think about that, bro? That's the DB's NFTs. That's funny. I gotta look into it because that's DB's NFTs. I saw that they made a UI, but what you just said is the same thing. It's gonna be burning the future. That's crazy. Yeah, man, we getting into it, man. We getting into it. It's gonna get really, 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 really wacky. But hey, bros and gals, this is your boy Crypto, bro. I gotta get up out of here. I'll be back on stream tomorrow. I'm gonna move my time to 11 a.m. Because it's just a little bit easier for me. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. here in the vibes. Peace.